on the four principal diaphragms of the body: the sub-occipital diaphragm, the thoracic inlet, the respiratory diaphragm, and the pelvic diaphragm. These are areas where tissue is organised front to back, and important structures pass through these points, and by releasing the diaphragms you allow those structures to function more effectively. The sub-occipital diaphragm is an indirect technique. I'm holding the occiput in my hands with the tips of my fingers projecting below the occiput into the upper cervical region. I'm now flexing my fingers so that the tips of my fingers are pointing upwards towards the ceiling, and they are now pushing up between the occiput and the spinous process of C2, and I'm feeling for the tissues now to relax into my fingers. And very often you find that one side will be tighter than the other, and all you have to do in that case is just to wait until the tissues release. Sometimes you find there's a huge resistance against your pressure, in which case just back off, reduce the pressure until you feel that resistance diminish, and just hold the lesser pressure until you feel the tissues then begin to give. Having released the medial aspect of the sub-occipital diaphragm, you move your fingers around and do this repeatedly until your fingers have released the sub-occipital area all the way from the medial aspect to the mastoid process of the temporal bone. And when you've finished, hands off nice and gently.